How about them Cowboys?
Angry Cowboys fan, are you down to ride? Angry Cowboys fan, are you down to ride? Drop a like on the video, go ahead and subscribe.
What's going on, Cowboys Nation and angry Cowboys fans around the world? Y'all know who it is. It's your man, the Angry Cowboys fan, and happy first day of spring. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, up where I'm at, it's a balmy 54 degrees. I hope it's hot where you are, and I hope with this spring, we get to spring into some action when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys wide receiver room, because we need it. What am I talking about? Let's talk about that during this Raw and Uncut. Get ready for the Angry Cowboys fans, Raw and Uncut.
I'm being keeping it real. They keep it real. That's real.
Look at this, Cowboys Nation. Look at this, Cowboys Nation. We have Michael Gallup. Michael Gallup over here with the Washington Commanders logo behind him. He has came out of retirement. He was playing for the Las Vegas Raiders, but came out of retirement, and now he is a Washington Commander. I don't care what anybody thinks about Michael Gallup. He is a threat. You can go ahead and consider him a threat. That toe tap swag that he used to give for the Dallas Cowboys, he's going to be giving that to the Washington Commanders. So the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles are bettering their wide receiver situation in their wide receiver room, while the Dallas Cowboys sit stagnant with the New York Giants. And remember, if you don't get right, you damn sure get left. Let's go ahead and head back over to the office real quick. Yeah, Cowboys Nation, I was actually shocked. I was surprised to see that Michael Gallup had a formal interview with the Washington Commanders, and the Washington Commanders said, come on down. Come aboard the Washington Commanders ship and be our wide receiver. I believe Michael Gallup will be that wide receiver 2 for the Washington Commanders, while Deebo Samuels and Terry McLaurin being number 1 and Deebo Samuels being number 3, being that gadget wide receiver, all the same. But let's go ahead and take a look at the NFC East wide receiver groups, all right? Here it is. Y'all see it right there, Cowboys Nation. Made this graph myself. You have the NFC East wide receiver groups, starting with the Philadelphia Eagles, the champion Philadelphia Eagles, A.J. Brown, Jahan Dodson at wide receiver 3, and Devontae Smith at wide receiver 2. You move over to the Washington Commanders. You got Terry McLaurin at wide receiver 1, Michael Gallup at wide receiver 2, with Deebo Samuel at wide receiver 3. Go ahead and go down to the Dallas Cowboys, and we have CeeDee Lamb at wide receiver 1, Jalen Tolbert at wide receiver 2, with Kevontae Turpin at wide receiver 3. Moving on over to the New York Giants, Malik Neighbors has that wide receiver 1 position, and Darius Slayton has that wide receiver 2 position, with Wan'Dale Robinson being the wide receiver 3. I know a lot of people in Cowboys Nation have a lot to say when it comes to Michael Gallup and his production when he was a Dallas Cowboy. When he was drafted to the Dallas Cowboys in 2018, Michael Gallup started off with 507 yards. 2019 bumped it all the way up to 1,107 yards. We see Michael Gallup's ceiling and we see Michael Gallup's floor. And if Jaden Daniels is to maximize the potential that he gets out of Michael Gallup, we're going to have some dangerous situations on our hand when it comes to this wide receiver situation in the NFC East. I understand during the end of his tenure as a Dallas Cowboys wide receiver that Michael Gallup was having issues. He had 424 yards in 2022 and 418 yards in 2023. Both seasons, in 2022, he played 14 games. In 2023, he played 17 games. He was there for the entire season, but was not making an impact for the Dallas Cowboys. You know, me personally, I think that Jerry Stephen-Jones and the Dallas Cowboys brass brought Michael Gallup back too early, and it messed up his situation with recovering from his most recent injury. That's a situation that I get really pissed off with the Dallas Cowboys about. Michael Gallup and Trayvon Diggs. I feel like they rushed him back. So stop rushing your injured players back, Dallas. Stop rushing them back because you're losing potential. You're losing good pieces to the team. I believe Michael Gallup is better than Jalen Tolbert. I believe he's better than Jalen Brooks. I believe he's better than Tyron Billy Johnson. A lot of the Dallas Cowboys wide receivers that we have in the wide receiver room, Michael Gallup is better than. But now the Washington Commanders have him. So good luck, Dallas, in this upcoming season, because not only do we have one threat with the Philadelphia Eagles, we have another threat with the Washington Commanders. Hopefully they have the second-year slump when it comes to Jaden Daniels, and hopefully the Philadelphia Eagles have that Super Bowl slump that everybody is accustomed to, except for the Kansas City Chiefs for some reason. And I know a lot of people are looking toward the 2025 NFL Draft to help us with the wide receiver situation. We are looking at Tatoria McMillan to actually fill that wide receiver 2 role while having a Jalen Tolbert at wide receiver 3. But what if Ted McMillan, what if T-Mac isn't there? What do the Dallas Cowboys do? If I was the Dallas Cowboys brass, if I was the GM of the Dallas Cowboys, you know me, I am team trade back if Ashton Genty is not there and if T-Mac is not there. Team trade back. Because I believe that we need to draft BPA, and I am hoping that BPA is a wide receiver, is a weapon for the Dallas Cowboys. But if it isn't, and it's an offensive guard or an offensive tackle or defensive tackle, I'm willing to take my lumps and go with them at 12. But if Ted McMillan isn't there, we got Luther Burden, we got Emeka Egbuka, we have Matthew Golden that everybody is starting to take a liking to, we have Jack Besh, we got Jaden Higgins. For me, I am a fond believer that Savion Williams is a sleeper agent when it comes to the 2025 NFL Draft. If the Dallas Cowboys aren't able to get a Ted McMillan, or if they're not able to get a Matthew Golden, let's go for Savion Williams. If not Savion Williams, we got Trey Harris. If not Trey Harris, you can go all the way down in the draft, ranked 167, and look for a Nick Nash, or you can go all the way down to ranked 217 and 219 with Ricky White and Ty Felton, respectively. But all I got to say, Cowboys Nation, is that the wide receiver position in this upcoming draft is very deep. You have a deep wide receiver class coming up, and I hope that the Dallas Cowboys pick one. I hope that they don't use the Jonathan Mingo situation as saying, hey, we got a wide receiver. We don't need a wide receiver anymore. I don't want the Dallas Cowboys brass to say, hey, we just got you guys Paris Campbell. What more do you need? What more do we need? We need a wide receiver 2 that can hang with the other wide receiver 2s in this situation. We need a wide receiver 2 that can hang with other wide receivers in the NFC East. We need another wide receiver to take some of the pressure off CeeDee Lamb. Everybody is aware of this in Cowboys Nation. But we all know that Jerry and Stephen Jones can go back to their antics of the past and not draft the people that we need. They'll draft somebody like an offensive tackle when we could actually go for BPA being a wide receiver or a running back. Whatever it is, the Dallas Cowboys need to look at their QB1 in Dak Prescott and ask, what do you need that could help get this team further into the playoffs? And I believe it would be a wide receiver. And shoot, there was a report that Adam Schefter, I covered this on the video. If you haven't seen the video, please check it out. But Adam Schefter said that Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb called Cooper Kupp to try and get him to be a Dallas Cowboy. This is people working behind the scenes in order to better the situation. This is your QB1 stating that he needs help. This is your wide receiver 1 stating that he needs help opposite him. If you are going to ignore that, Jerry and Stephen Jones, that is a dereliction of duty on your part, because CeeDee Lamb is out there begging. He can't do it by himself. He has stated this on X. I can't do it by myself. Whether you want to reconstruct his contract and Dak Prescott's contract, save up a little bit of cap money to do nothing with, they can't do it alone. They need the help. And as far as the free agent wide receiver situation, we actually went here in my other video, but I'll go here again. Just to show you guys who is available at the wide receiver position. We got Stephon Diggs. We got Keenan Allen, hashtag Key Allen to Dallas. We have Amari Cooper, Brandon Cooks, Deontay Johnson, Tyler Lockett, all who are still available for the Dallas Cowboys. There's some whose market value is up there, while there's some that are actually manageable. Y'all know how I feel about Stephon Diggs. You know how I feel about putting him in that locker room. not for it. And plus, he's going to the New England Patriots. They might pick him up. But Cowboys Nation, I am sick and tired of seeing our rivals in the NFC East make moves while the Dallas Cowboys do nothing. I am tired of seeing our wide receiver room be subpar while the other teams in the NFL start to get better in free agency. I'm tired of the Dallas Cowboys not using free agency, essentially tying one hand behind their back in this whole process to try to better the team. I am tired of Jerry and Stephen Jones doing these shut up Cowboys Nation acquisitions by getting us somebody like a Paris Campbell or a Jonathan Mingo, even though we don't know what Jonathan Mingo is capable of. I know he put some people in a blender last year. Let's see if that could translate to the 2025 season. But Cowboys Nation, I am truly anticipating this 2025 NFL draft. I am looking forward to the NFL draft just to see who the Dallas Cowboys pick at number 12. My homie Sports Junkie hit me up while he's chilling on his vacation in Hawaii, asking if I was going to go to the NFL draft in Las Vegas. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. What should I do, Cowboys Nation? Should I go to the draft or should I wait? Y'all let me know in the comments section. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan. Angry Cowboys Fan family, I had to come on here and get this off my chest because I feel we are stagnant while everybody else is getting good. But how do you feel? How do you feel about the wide receiver room for the Dallas Cowboys? And how do you feel about the lack of movement when it comes to the wide receiver position? Y'all know how we do it. We always talk about it in the comment section. But if you're digging this content and want to help get it out to even more Dallas Cowboys fans, drop a like on this video and please consider sharing it with anybody that you know is a Dallas Cowboys fan. If you are DC for life and you just want Jerry and Stephen Jones to better that wide receiver room so that we can actually be competitive in this upcoming season, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell to be notified whenever I go live, release a video, podcast episode, film breakdown, draft coverage, or Madden 25 or College Football 25 gameplay. The Angry Cowboys Fan wants to congratulate Michael Gallup. Get your bag, get your money. Welcome back to the NFL. I hope to see you do good, just not against the Dallas Cowboys. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan. And I'm out. Dang, Angry Cowboys fan, you done made it through the entire video. But if you want more content, you can definitely go to this video right here. Or if you want the latest episode of the Angry Cowboys Fan podcast, you can go right here. But whatever you do, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, but remain DC for life.